which you absolutely love to see. We got to talk about Kyrie Irving, 22 points, 4 assists, 9 of 17 from the field. The point guard guru is only right. It's only right that I come to the point guard guru to get the breakdown. What did you see from Uncle Drew last night? Were you impressed with what you saw? Did it live up to your expectations? Do you think he'll do better or worse? What are your thoughts?
Well, it was very impressive that Kyrie, in 32 minutes of work, can have 22 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, and make the moves and play the way he's been playing. Now, I don't know what kind of workout regimen he's on to stay in that type of shape.
I need it.
But we all need that.
I need that.
And that was impressive. That was impressive. The fact that he's just back, comes back on the road, I might add, and just has that type of impact. And he has not only one arguably top 10 or top 5 player on his team, they may have 3 top 10 players.
Yeah.
And we're being conservative.
Harden's looking
and we're being conservative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for him to come back, have this type of impact. But the thing that was impressive, Mo, was the swag.
Come on, man. That's what Kyrie does.
The swag. No, not just with Kyrie. I'm talking about with the rest of the team. Did you see KD?
Yep. Well, here's what
James
KD
Harden?
said. Here's what KD said. He said, it was amazing to have him out there. I missed his presence in the locker room and his energy around the team. His game is just so beautiful. It makes the game so much easier for everybody out there. The game of basketball is happy to have him back. Now, that to me speaks volumes because he starts off by not even talking about having him on the court. It's just having him around the team, having him just be around. And then he talks about him being on the court and the impact that that's having on his teammate. So it just seems like they're going to enjoy playing together. Do you know what I mean? Because I think sometimes people might take it for granted a little bit. And now they've got Kyrie back there like, wow, like this guy, we've really missed him.
Well, you have to miss him. You know, as I was watching the game, if you go double KD, you still have James Harden on one wing and you have Kyrie at the other. If you go double James Harden, I mean, it's really unfair when you watch them on the offensive end. I mean, the game was so easy for KD tonight. I mean, so easy for him. I mean, he's getting to his places. I mean, KD has a 39-point effort, and it's just simple 1-2 pull up, dunk. He doesn't have to worry about double teams. They play in transition, and they're tough. When they have it going like that, I mean, 129 points on the road. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
What an effort.
I'm interested to see when they come up against a good team because the Pacers have been absolutely abysmal this season, 14-25. Everyone's on a trade block. I'm a bit concerned about the Pacers. I'm very concerned about the Pacers. So I'm interested to see, you know, the Nets' next few fixtures on the road. Because, of course, Kai still can't play at home. So they got the Bucks in the next game at the Barclays Center. Kyrie's just going to have to watch that one. I wonder now that he's around the team, how much more not tempting, I don't know what the right word is, but how much more he could
consideration
be
he would put into
getting. Yeah, because now you've got a taste of what you missed. And now you're going to have to sit at home and watch your team go up against Giannis and the Bucks, the team that knocked you out of the playoffs last season because you couldn't play because you turned your ankle and were injured. So you didn't have a choice but to miss that series. But now you have the choice and you're still missing the game. I wonder how that's going to play on his mind. What stood out to me when I saw Kyrie, when I watched the warm-ups before the game, I was a little concerned because he looked like he had lost a significant amount of weight. He looked quite skinny, you know what I'm saying? When he was going through his warm-ups, I was thinking, man, this guy, he ain't been in the weight room, whatever. But Kyrie's game's not built on that, man. Kyrie's a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Guys like him, guys like Jamal Crawford, you know, when you got handles like that, you don't need to be built like that. But, you know, Kyrie on his vegan diet, he was looking a bit skinny. But then when I watched him play, the speed at which he played, there was one bucket where he got out in transition And the way he just went down the court, no one was keeping up with him. He hasn't lost a step. He's been out for, when was the last time he played basketball? Was it in May? Was it in June? He ain't played a game since then. And yet here he is. He's looking like the quickest player on the court. He's got his jump shot still nice. He's making plays for his teammates. I think he started off with that lovely assist, just finding KD with a simple pass when the defense was all looking at him. Man, I'm so happy. The vaccine stuff aside, everyone can have their opinion on that. Like, I'm not here to discuss that and debate politics, whatever. I just love the game of basketball. And seeing Kyrie Irving play it, seeing what he can do with his off the dribble moves, pull up jump shots, get into the rack. Listen, I thought it was amazing. So let me ask you this, BJ. NBA Finals, Game 7, but the Nets are at home.
We are already at the NBA Finals?
No. Just like, this is hypothetical, right? Game 7, NBA Finals. The Nets are at home. Okay, they're going up. I know they're going up against the Warriors. Do you think, or if you would take the vaccine for that Game 7, chance to win an NBA championship? It's just one more game, but you know your team is going to miss you if you're not there, and you could realistically lose the finals by not playing.
You know, I mean, those are things I don't really like to think about because of the seriousness of what's going on. Okay, we're talking about a basketball game. And then when you look at the numbers of all of the people around the world that have been affected and the lives that have been lost and all of the things that's going on, I just want to keep it in this proper perspective. I would hope that everyone would make the best choice possible for themselves and their loved ones. Okay, I'm not here to get into politically what you should or shouldn't do, but I would hope that everyone would make the best decision that would allow everyone to return back to whatever this new normalcy would be by protecting not only yourself, but your loved ones and your environment and your community, your country, so forth and so on. So let's hope that as Kyrie continues to go through his process, that he will come to a conclusion that it's just not about him, that it's about everyone trying to work together. Because there's one thing, Mo, that whatever your views may be on this, the only way we're going to get through this one is together.
Facts. Facts, man. Okay. Listen, I'm trying to get back out. I'm trying to get back out around the world. I'm trying to get back out of my house. I'm trying to not be worried about all the people around me. So listen, do what you got to do.
You got to do.
But come on, let's think about everyone else. But back to the basketball. I liked what I saw. I was watching that second half, fourth quarter in particular. Brooklyn held Indiana down to just 20 points in the fourth. Their defensive rotations looked nice. They were playing with energy. I liked what I saw. I know we all talk about the offense. We all talk about the offense because that's the fun part of the game. But I liked what I saw from the Brooklyn defense down in that fourth quarter last night. What were your thoughts on that?
Brooklyn and defense?
Yeah.
I don't know if that goes together. Does that go together?
Well,
does that go together?
Against the Pacers, it does. I don't know about when you play a real team, but against the 14-22 Indiana Pacers, it's going to go together.
Well, that's going to be their calling card if they're going to win a championship this year. You know, if they're going to win, they're going to have to stop someone. And the fact that they're given the effort, they're given the energy, and I think Coach Nash is going to have to really get them to play defensively to be very consistent, right? Do they have to be as good as the Golden State Warriors? Probably not. But do they have to be consistent enough to where they can depend on their defense so that opposing teams can't exploit matchups, exploit their lack of, second efforts, ability to get around screens? Absolutely. So if they continue to show that type of effort against better teams, when I say better teams, teams that have a better record than the Indiana Pacers, I think then we're talking something serious. And offensively, we have no questions. But can they continue to get better on the defensive end be a very solid defensive team because they're going to need that. And along with their ability to score, because they're going to do that at a very elite level, I think that's going to make them a very, very tough out in a 7-game series.
Oh, for real. But I do want to, while we're talking about the Indiana Pacers, I do want to give a shout out to Born Ready, Mr. Lance Stevenson dropping a 30-piece.
Yes. Can we get to the fun stuff, Mo? Come on.
Because man, come on, man. I love Lance Stevenson. The way that he used to just troll LeBron in the playoffs, the way that he plays his air guitar when he hits a big shot, and he brought out the air guitar again. Listen, I love Lance Stevenson. I love everything about what he brings.